No down payment.
That was the first thing the stream caught.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
Oh yeah.
Like as we can see, there's an energy today.
There is
Yes.
an energy. Yes.
This is the that's got to be the name of the stream. Fuck you, Baltimore.
I'm just going to name a random dude that shows up Baltimore.
Fuck you, Baltimore.
Or
Make him the most unlikable
challenge
guy.
pissing.
One of us has to say fuck you to him, though.
He's a car salesman.
Sure.
Laps top of this boat falls apart.
He's a car salesman in the middle of the fucking Aegean Isles.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Cars
why
historically
the fuck not?
are also not prevalent during this time, but it'll work.
The filthiest car salesman in the Aegean Isles.
He's like super greasy.
Super greedy.
Cool.
But yes, at any point, I do expect soon my food will arrive. That will, however, not stop me. As fuck.
I'm also hungry.
I finished eating.
I need food. Bad.
Right? We've been sitting here for a while now. Why are you just now saying this?
He was too busy hitting himself earlier.
Shut up.
He was too busy being himself.
Shut up.
No, he was actually like fucking. I don't know. It was like some exorcist shit up in that house.
Oh yes, dice. Yes.
Those
Also,
are important.
Chris, I will steal your shower curtain.
Oh, please do. I don't like it. I've been meaning to change it.
Fuck.
Malva, I will be careful. I will go to your house and verb your things. I
You're
will
gonna
verb all of
what?
them. I will verb your things. I will
What does
make
that
them
mean?
verbs. I will
What does that
turn into
convert them
verbs.
verbs.
You're disgusting.
Goddamn right.
You monster.
Damn Skippy.
Give me!
I'm going to roll a dice now. Also, I may be stuffy. So if my voice is weird, it
Oh my god!
won't be
You're
a fun
getting.
one.
Your people are getting sick.
Oh, it's because you're allergic to cats. I see.
No, I am allergic to life, apparently.
Ah, great.
But yes, I am stuffy.
Is the flu like going around there too?
It may be.
I cut out there for a second.
My man is laughing too much.
I wasn't ready for this.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that's a person that never gets to do recaps. So, Nix, what happened last time?
Let's see. I believe
I can
we
barely hear you.
finished up.
You were very quiet today.
Yes, because reason using my older work laptop with the work stuff.
Oof.
I'll speak to the mic. Let's see. Unless the mic's not connected, I'm speaking to the bad laptop mic. I'll check that later. Finished up our split party investigation. Joined up at the airfield. I believe Jiro, he did some thing he shouldn't have and talked to the enemy making deals. Like a bad person. I think that came a bit later. Yeah, I don't know. But afterwards, we all met up and went to our new church friend, and we all saw them perform an exorcist. The magically inclined helped her out. I could not because I I'm a mere human. And that's about all.
That's about it, yes. Okay. The coups are going to happen.
I'm gonna go see if Discord is connecting to my mic.
But do you have the coof?
No, probably not. I don't
Always
feel
forgot.
anything. It's just coughing.
You did forget one important thing. We forgot we needed to fucking burn the coat, something else, and the lake.
I may go deaf in a second because I did a thing.
How'd you do that?
Plugins, baby.
Ah, yes. He uses them for literally everything. It's a thing. I was going to do a thing and then I forgot because you said things.
Oof.
Funny how that happens.
Burn the
Yes.
coat and kill the
Yes.
monster.
Yes.
So you had not all, but 4 of you had gone to watch/assist Robin in their exorcism. The ritual, according to their own words, was unsuccessful. However, something helped finish the job. That something being Jackson. Robin, however, was knocked out during the final moments and couldn't see what properly went about. After being awoken, I don't know what you did with your mic, but it's speaking randomly. With
It's
no noises.
static. Bad contact.
Hmm.
It works. Holy shit, you're loud.
Of
Sorry.
course,
I
you put them at 2000%.
Yep. I should have helped my stuff.
Yes, it is clear.
It's crispy.
Yes.
I think you know it's one of those mics where the circle that you're supposed to speak into.
Yes.
I think it was
yes.
backwards.
Yeah, mine. That happens. Mine is also directional.
I didn't know that.
It's good to know.
Yes. Cardioids and all of that.
But yes.
Put you at a modest 500%.
After Robin had
That's a bit much.
passed out and also been awoken by Gianna and carried to the outside of the shed that you were in. They asked for about an hour so that they could recuperate before driving you all back. However, their body did not agree with the statement and decided to fall asleep. So you have around an hour where Robin is asleep on the outside of the shed that you could do whatever you wish, or you could just wait.
So we need a cover story.
Also, is the magic circle still there?
It
Or at least
yes, it
some part?
was there, but it was inert. So if you want to just like
That's fine. I can
clear
stare.
it, yeah, it's fine. It's just chalk.
No. I want to examine it, then clear it.
I see.
Commit it to
Wizard
memory.
things. Yes. Or try to.
Oh god. Oh god.
Roll me an Arcana check. Or religion. It's on you. I know your Arcana is better, but it could also be religion.
You get slightly different things.
Possibly.
Can I roll? Can I roll?
They're the
both?
same.
Sure.
I want to know all things.
It's not like you're time constrained.
Correct. Yeah. No, that's not as good.
Not as good. Rose at 19.
Oh!
Jesus fucking Christ. Jonah,
People want to
please.
look at the dice.
Jonah, please. What the fuck?
Keep going.
This is
How-
my thing. This
how-
is the
how
one
you
thing I
bring
have.
so
Let me
much?
have it.
How do you brain so much?
It's
My
my
braining.
one shtick.
It's the one thing that I have. A
He's
massive
got
head.
huge mass. Yes.
Okay. You take your time to analyze the scriptures, the runes. You would find that in the same way that if you take a deeper look into most sacrament-related things, or church-related things in general, the fundamentals deep inside are just magecraft. However, magecraft that is perversed into looking holy, into being something that the church would consider acceptable. It's clearly meant to bind, to restrain, but also to pull out things. You can see correlations with runes and sacraments used in summoning, since its purpose is relatively similar. You find also that it has abjuration magic built in to protect both those who are inside and anything from the inside to stop it from escaping. It
Good old
is,
magic circle.
yes,
Yes.
it is something that is quite complex, and you can see that the 5 black keys, the spots where they were supposed to fit in, were being used as prana rods, one could say, some sorts of batteries to power up the circle and help it so that it consumes less energy from the person that is inside doing the ritual. They could focus on the ritual. The black keys, even though they use their own energy, the black keys could help stabilize the process and make it easier. The blue flames that you're used to seeing in most rites that the church oversees are mostly inoffensive to living things. It's supposed to be effective against undead and demons and whatever sort of things that the church hunts. You wouldn't see someone using the same blue flames against a magus, for example, if they were an executor.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Now, wait. Let me check a thing on your sheet.
Okay.
Now roll.
Not the
Now
family.
roll a wisdom saving throw.
It's not the family crest. It's the item. Where's the inventory, you dumbass?
It is the item.
Specifically, you're
Mystical
looking
cold.
for? Oh, you mean my my neat little ability?
Shutter. Yes.
Shutterling, yes.
Shutter laterally?
Shutter.
How will you?
I was thinking about that, but I didn't know if I could use it now or.
I would say that you can, but the reproduction of it wouldn't be something that you can place on like, as the purpose of shutter learning is to put it on a scroll.
Yes.
Or scroll like picture frame. This wouldn't be able to be immediately reproduced through the scroll. The scroll would become like a recipe to do it again. So just reading the steps as you would a normal scroll wouldn't immediately reproduce the effect. It would just be like, okay, this is the step by step that I physically need to do.
So it's less of a spell scroll and more of a spell blueprint.
Yes. It would teach you how to do it, but it wouldn't do it for you.
Cool. I'll take it.
In this case, or generally?
In this case, because this is a big ritual that involves physical things, specifically the black keys, to work, so the scroll wouldn't reproduce the black keys. Also, the black keys are still laying around. Their handles, at least.
Steal them.
I'll pick those up and give them back to her when she's awake.
Wonder what happens if I touch those.
The same thing that
Probably
most
get
people.
Dies.
Just nothing.
I'll take out my camera as I'm studying the runes and take pictures of everything, and then at some point, you'll just hear this obnoxiously loud, high-pitched whine that comes right out. Just shake the camera for a little bit, and then just a little piece of film pops out.
Yes.
There we go.
Still need to fully develop it, but yes.
With this specific gun, it comes out developed as is.
Oh yes, which
A
is
Polaroid?
immediately developed. Yeah, it's
Yes.
a Polaroid.
Yes. I get a once per day Polaroid.
Yes.
Alright. So, what are we gonna tell her when she wakes up?
It's a fantastic question.
All of this process of understanding, then take pictures, whatever, would take around 20 minutes.
I mean, at least we can comment that there were other people who were notable in dealing with such problems.
I don't think that's gonna fly. We weren't exactly, figureheads of this type of prowess. Remember what she said when we were at the door.
That's rather fair. Just a note. Unless you have a better idea for what to say.
Gianna, what do you think we should do? You have more,
Hmm?
experience you have more experience with the church than any of us. What do you think is an excuse that would fly?
Considering what you just did specifically,
There is none, is there?
not really. Not anything that would be acceptable to a devout church member.
No real airtight excuses.
No. Now, if you go with something along the lines of you've dealt with demons and stuff like that before and know ways to exercise them in a very primitive capacity, like Edmund's family, for example, then that could maybe work.
Maybe. But will
Maybe.
she... How much will she pry, I wonder?
Probably a lot.
That's the problem.
Sadly, I don't believe us just leaving is very much on the table either.
No, I think she'll notice that. So, How to not get burned at the stake.
But don't get near fire. That's the first thing.
Or the church.
Yes, well, you already failed that part.
Yes. Both of those, actually. Fuck. Well, okay. I do have experience. Let's say I do have experience in exorcising demons. What then? What could she ask? I
What are
mean,
the specific methods on how you did it? What
I don't know if I
entity,
could.
if any?
I don't know if
Did you
she'd
achieve it?
accept that those are secrets. I can't imagine she would.
To be fair as well, a mage claiming to be well experienced in proper exorcisms,
Yeah.
so like, would probably be more concerning than the actual answer to the church to some degree.
I wouldn't know about that. But you're right. I don't know if tying myself to be capable of exorcisms and not within the church's immediate sphere of influence is something I would like.
I mean, a natural possible explanation is, odd as it is literally just improv to attempt to complete the ritual.
That could be true. That could fly.
Because it's just a matter of
Well,
appearance of just a mere attempt. They can't quite say what your magecraft is.
none of us have any real experience with exorcisms, do we?
Aside from me being tangentially aware, not really.
Is there any chance some backup might come when a demon is being exorcised? You know what I mean? Help from hell, so to speak.
I'm not quite sure what you're getting at. Like from the demon side?
Yes, because it doesn't have to be us.
The problem is with the. Oh, was somebody about to say something?
Yeah, they aren't, from what I know, they aren't properly demons from hell, but well, that's all I know. I can't reason myself saying anything else.
Well, the problem is it's also they're exercising from this specific person's body. I
I'm
don't.
not just true.
I don't think
And
they have a direct connection.
to be fair as well, honestly, those. As far as I could tell from the ritual, it was intended to prevent outside interference.
That is true. That is
So
very
it'd
true.
likely have factored anything like that. It was a normal occurrence.
So what are we gonna say? We tried to help and accidentally summoned another demon?
Let's not say that. That sounds really dumb.
Because there's no way of painting this in an acceptable or anywhere near acceptable light.
Most people would realize that stealing is stealing, yes.
Honestly, it might be easier to convince her that what she saw wasn't accurate.
Could be true.
Possibly gaslight.
Exhaustion and all like.
Remember, kids, the best lies are the ones that contain some form of truth.
Yes.
That's it.
That was
For-
more Chris
for
advice
what
than
reason did you
Oliver
want to
'cause
steal
he's not
them?
there.
were we stealing?
Ah, the people had gone off of stealing the back keys.
Ah,
No, I didn't steal them. I have them. I'm giving them back to her.
Alright.
well, fuck.
You just have to see what questions she asks. Just dodge them as best you can. I also assume she's going to have some questions from me, because the whole point of this procedure is to not have outside help, and I managed to bust through it.
Oh yes. Yes, we really did that, didn't we?
Yes.
That's why I mainly stayed back, as I figured wouldn't be able to navigate well enough around it.
If you'd like to just avoid questions, you could just leave town.
We
Uh,
could,
Would not be wise.
but
No.
it not right now. If we didn't have unfinished business in the town, maybe. Just maybe.
Is there something left in this town?
We've barely scratched the surface of what there is. I'd very much like to know what was summoned here and why.
It's well just to consider. If we leave town, it's possible the church might go on alert
Oh yes.
out of curiosity around the event.
There's few things as dangerous as the church having an eye on you. Oh god.
Heyo!
I thought you said you fixed those.
I thought I did.
The universe is a bitch. Sing.
Ching. I ordered my food an hour ago and still haven't left the place. Yay!
I'm gonna get food. Just remembered I'm hungry.
I am dying.
Tô cagado de fome.
Yes. Anyways, is there anything else that you would like to discuss before the hour is up?
Not specifically.
No.
Good. So just wait on mouse. I would like to remind you all that Robin has stereotypical Hollywoodian African accent that I cannot reproduce.
Fair enough.
So, the hour goes by quite calmly and silently. Seems that if there was anything that was around here at night after the ritual, we decided that it would be best to leave. So you hear no birds, you hear no crickets, you hear nothing. After about an hour and 10-20 minutes, Robin moves a bit from there kind of leaning on the wall, kind of sitting down position. And you can see that the wounds they had been dealt by the ritual have mostly healed, and they seem to regain their composure before standing up, still a bit shook, and one could technically say exhausted. As they stand up, look to you all, they pull a pocket watch from one of their pockets and notice that it's been around an hour. And they turn to you all. Would you like to converse here or back at the church? Oh, wait. And they go inside the home and enter the circle, or where once was the circle, and pull back the freed soul of the child into the body. And
Oh,
Oh,
didn't
she
know
needs.
that was
You
a
need to
thing.
put. You need to put those back.
it's true. And they, after doing that process, the sacraments that were holding soul slightly off the body, they grow back into their arm as if a tattoo once again. And they make sure that the child is alive and just sleeping. They look around for their black keys and turn to Gianna with a raised eyebrow. Did you get them?
Just she's already holding them out towards her.
Okay, thanks. Places them inside coat as if Jackson. You don't see where they go; they just go somewhere.
That is my thing.
They look around to see if anything else is left out of place, and fix whatever is left. Then head outside. And they ask once again, do you wish to converse here or back at the church?
Well, we could do it on the ride back. All the captive audience, anyway.
Just Just a second, I need to do a thing.
Silently casting Delayed Blast Fireball.
I don't have very much food. This
Like,
isn't
just
enough.
twin spell, power word kill.
Yes.
This is not enough. I'm very sad.
Okay.
I'm sure you got enough in there to
They
last
just
for a day.
nod and direct you all back to the car and start it up on their way back. It takes around, I think I said an hour to get here.
Yes.
So during this time, after some awkward silence, they are the first to engage the conversation once again. So, Miss Magus that decided to leave the church, what did you think?
I didn't decide to leave the church. It's interesting. Gotten quite a few good notes about all this. I think I could possibly replicate it. Maybe. At least a bastardized version of it.
They just scoff at it as if without the proper sacraments, that would be hard.
Oh no, it's quite simple. There's the main difficulty is going to be the conjuration element, where we're actually pulling the soul out of the body. That part's going to be the difficult thing, but the containment and the protection wards are relatively easy to reproduce.
Oh yes, the circle is. They stop and do like a cross sign. It's magecraft. It's as simple as that.
Yes.
I was mostly speaking about the other part. Yes.
Yes. I think I could, given enough time, but that's definitely going to be more of a learning curve type thing. But it's rather interesting.
They turn to Ichika. Just looking at Ichika through the mirror. So what did you think? Did it interest you enough to join?
And my talents don't lie in those regards. But it was quite interesting seeing the different perspective of culture.
Did you get to witness any of the more oriental versions of exorcisms?
My father used to take me to the local shrines, in which there was never an exorcism of this type. It was more so purification of the land. As Japan, there's still more remnants of myth there than in other places.
They nod. We sometimes, when we're starting in this field, we do those types of process of hallowing, of making land sacred. It's a start. They then side eye both Edmund and Jackson. And what about the non-interested people?
I have to say, I'm sorry that I doubted you.
Squint.
Is it a squint of asking for clarification or a squint of just...
They just did the.
Ah, I see. Well, you said my talents were wasted and I didn't believe you. So, I'm sorry.
What about the other one, who seems interested in reading things of demons?
I mean, it seemed a very interesting process, one that I wish I'd be able to replicate, but I believe it's outside of my skill set.
It
I'm much
could
more
be.
destructive.
You just would need to pledge your life to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Sadly, I don't believe that's quite an option for me.
Squint.
Edmund just stares directly at that, not even, not even like a look of like surprise at that judgment.
Squint. Since Gianna would be the one sitting beside them in the passenger seat. So, they just play with their fingers on the steering wheel. So, what happened after I passed out?
Well, once you passed out, the demon was successfully popped out of the soul of the child. We managed to contain it and get rid of it. And then we, well, I took a long time studying the runes and whatnot with the rest of my compatriots, made sure that everything else was spick and span.
He spent a moment just looking forward on the road. You know, we are called to do this job, and most of the times we don't get to see the result. The sleeping effect that I used on the boy and the mother it's also something that will modify their memory to forget what happened. It's not something that I can just go back there to see how things go. So when the ritual isn't complete, normally just get another message, another call, and have to do it again and again. Removing completely a demonic possession is not something that is done frequently or basically at all. We mostly just weaken the presence. I think my food is here.
Hooray! Robin swerves off the corner into a taco stand. I don't like
That's
what this
something
line of
we don't
questioning is
ever
going.
get to do. Oh, look, Taco Bell!
I don't like this line of questioning is going.
No.
Look, you'll be fine.
How do we explain that we can do the Exorcist job better than the Exorcist?
We didn't do anything. We just kicked it the little bit that was left to go out the door.
But she's saying that doesn't happen. That never happens.
Well, because she's trying to solo the fucking thing. Have you ever tried going in pairs?
I mean, usually the other one's there just in case something goes wrong, so they can start after.
Right. I mean, have you ever tried doing it with two people at the same time?
Oh,
You
that's crazy talk.
That's stupid.
Oh,
Stop being
never.
stupid.
It's clearly not the way it's written in the book.
Look, just as in the Bible, there was one apostle and there was one apprentice. That is how it must go.
That's the Sith.
If you die, you weren't cut out for it in the first place.
You're thinking Star Wars.
I didn't realize the Bible had a rule of 2.
No, it's got the rule of 3.
Well, where's the third one supposed to go?
As the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
But why are they simultaneously the same thing?
Oh, well, that's you don't want to talk about that. That caused some problems, and that caused a whole lot of fights in the 300
Like-
AD.
Am I just enumerating this guy's titles or what? Is he the same person pretending to be three people doing different voices and stuff like that? Does he do little animations?
Yeah, he's the DM. That's his job.
When the DM is in a scene where three people are arguing.
He has to RP a conversation arguing with himself.
Yes. I'm gonna send Chris.
So, what's the, as far as like fate goes, what's the rationale for why exorcism's not
Gay food.
exactly possible?
In Type Moon proper, we have what you call daemons.
Yes.
They are essentially spirits formed from the collective unconsciousness of mankind. That's a very rough description of what they are, but they're weird.
Yeah.
And when they possess someone, they basically combine with them in their entirety. So the only way to get rid of it is, once the possession has happened, is to kill the person.
I forgot
And
napkins.
there's only one person in the entirety of the world who can undo a possession, and he can do it 3 times in his lifetime. And his name is Mr. Dawn.
Huh.
Yep, and then you have people like Karen Hortensia, Kirei's daughter. Her body actually, can be used as a detector, because she's got a very annoying constitution in which her body mimics the things around her.
Mhm.
Like she can detect a magecraft is being used. She can detect a demonic possession because her body will mimic it.
Okay, now we can restart.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, Karen's got a pretty bad time.
Yes.
And
Sounds disgusting.
Aside from being Kira.
Aside from that, just there's some that can of worms just on its own.
Yeah, she
Just as an extra on top.
she can replicate. It's not she can. She will replicate how people possessed around her are feeling. So she's like a radar.
Yeah. So like she's really good, but for her job. But her job isn't to help those people; it's to kill those people.
Yep.
Because daemons are
Here to stay?
They are high class entities.
So, where was I?
We don't ever banish demons fully because yada da da da.
Oh yeah.
See, exorcists are not good at exercising. Yes.
Because Taco Bell. We never got to hear it.
Yes.
Hey, look, free ice cream.
So yes, as they were saying that the expelling completely a demon is not something that is normally done. That's why I asked. I know that what I did wasn't enough, and I want to know what happened.
Well, there's no way I can say this without also throwing my own faith into the river, so I'm just going to say it outright. And you'll just have to either accept it or reject it. It's entirely up to you. I don't believe it myself, but that's the running theory, so here it goes. We had somebody stronger pull it back.
They immediately hit the brakes, and everyone just motions forward. What did you say?
I'm not going to repeat myself. I don't like it either.
Did you see it?
See the demon itself?
Yes.
Saw the vague image of it, if you could call it that. Saw that it was there.
You see what pulled it?
No, but I know vaguely what did.
Explain yourself.
She just does a couple of quick prayers before speaking. Okay. Currently, one of us, to name names, does her best not to stare backwards and just stares dead forward, has a possession of their own. Not quite. Or is possessed in their own right. Not quite. Less possessive and more symbiotic, if you will.
You're just staring, also dead forward, waiting for you to continue.
I said, don't like it either, but it is there. It is very active. And we're trying to find ways to circumvent it. But for now, it is outside of our league.
What do you mean by outside of your league? You saw the ritual being done. Do you think it can be done?
On it? No. Not in that capacity. You would have to have leaps and bounds of magecraft well above what we could probably do. If we all banded together, maybe we could think of something, but unlikely. No, this is, for lack of any other analogy, it'd be like one of us, she just juts back to one of us dirty mages attempting to fight God. If that is a proper enough analogy for what type of power we're dealing with. She'll say another set of prayers.
You can clearly see that if Robin was a more consistent member of the gym, the steering wheel would not be connected to the car anymore. You're telling me that in my car there is a thing that the church has only had nightmares about. Let's ignore that for a moment. Because this
Now the thing you have nightmares about is not in your car. It's something that is forced to revere. The thing you have nightmares about is in your car.
Does the object of this possession own any sort of item related to the cause of the possession?
Oh no! I don't know. Not definitive.
Gianna, that is a lie. You just told a lie. You lied.
I don't technically know if what caused the possession is in your possession. I know you have items related to the individual, but not what specifically caused the. Either way, I have a +1 in either sense of the scenario, so it's not like I can really bullshit my way out of this one.
Oh God.
Nope. Nope. They are made to talk to people. They know what they're doing.
Yes.
Will the person speak up?
Yes. My bow has a connection to our an ancestor who want. Have you heard of Muramasa, the demonic swordsmith?
You all in the car watch as from one moment Robin is ready to kill all of you to the next they are
It's
ready
like, oh,
to
that's it.
Hey,
they are ready to
I'm
kill
trying to-
Gianna
I'm
for
trying to take.
overhyping a thing.
Oh, that's it. Fuck, dude.
Hey, this is how you don't show the bit. You show the small. But yes,
You
No,
show the
yeah.
small first.
you don't bring
you
up
just-
the big.
You
You
just like
talk about the small.
you just like from behind the seat. Jackson just motions like thumbs up, like I just want to save, dude.
Because Ichika is at least she's good at persuasion and has
Yes.
a decent charisma, though she's not proficient in deception. But yes,
Save.
it is. While the curse is nothing of the sort of what used to exist, it to some extent can eat evil.
Is your clan one of the descendants? One of the wielders of the demonic weapons?
We are not. We are a collection of old warriors who have gathered together to keep our history alive in the modern day. Some of us have a connection to Muramasa himself, but my family does not. We just wield weapons made by him and his lineage.
Did any of you awaken the demons that lie dormant in the blades? Or the weapons?
This is some personal history, so family history, so I wish if you can keep it to yourself, as though it has been dealt with. An uncle who had left our family has we've recently dealt with him on these isles, but what he did was not something our family seeks, as he let himself be consumed by his blade's power rather than owning it.
Make a persuasion check.
You see, I'm not lying quite actually. So,
Yes, I know.
I'm gonna add the
Gian
D4.
at this point has not stopped looking dead forward and is just letting this conversation ride. And
Rolls
not
a one.
is not actually at this moment, just staring straight, letting whatever happens. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. Could be worse.
Oh no. Oh no. Pizza pizza.
Jiro rolls persuasion. Okay. They take a heavy breath in, very slow breathing out. Is that all you have to say? You and multiple people, you, not just each.
That should be about it, though. My mind isn't most inclined towards this sort of thing, but hunting monsters and demons is something my family can do, as Ichika looks at everyone.
Kind of a specialty. That's why I said it'd be useful if they showed up. Still staring dead ahead.
They slowly take feet off the brakes and start driving again.
Hey!
Dodged a bullet there, boys!
You guys got on me for saying too much early in the campaign.
No, that's exactly what we needed.
That's the thing. In this group, it's either gonna be you or it's gonna be Oliver.
You see, the only reason I spoke up because I knew if Jackson said a word, he'd give everything away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really much choice, is there?
But at least if Ichika says it, it's believable. It's close enough to reality that it works.
Just proceeds to omit Jiro. Like, no, we're just not talking about him.
Yep.
I mean, the best
Yeah, you don't-
argument Jack. The
There's
best
no reason to
argument
bring you
Jackson
up and
would
cause
have.
things to get worse.
Oh yeah. No. Best argument he'd have for his innocence is, I'm not killing you right now, so hey.
I finished your job for you. Be happy.
Anyway, and you passed out before you got things done. I took over.
It was a good idea to become good at persuasion.
Yeah, honestly.
This isn't a thing that will matter, but Edmund Morwell is just having the time of their life.
Yeah, no, I'm like my entire image is just Edmund's just sort of just been watching this in the same sort of this is amusing.
Oh yeah, no,
What happens here?
they've been changing memes on their private channel while we're
Yes.
having.
Yes.
Like Edmund's not going to mention how he's more possessed than the others in this regard.
Because we don't even know that part.
It's true.
Everyone is
You know-
slightly possessed in this group.
Yes,
Yes, this is accurate.
this is very accurate.
We just gotta possess John.
I am possessed already, technically.
By a ghost.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
By the ghost of her dead sister.
Gianna's got a
Yes.
ghost falling around. Actor, a face.
Oliver doesn't have a possession.
Edmund.
Oliver does, yeah.
But he is a lady.
He's-
Oh yeah,
He's a
he
warlock.
does.
yeah.
He does. I'm sorry, forgot about the
By
lady
being
leg
a
for
warlock,
second.
he has to be possessed in some
Oh yeah,
form or
it's true.
fashion.
that is true.
His soul is
Fuck,
not
is there a
his anymore.
Is there a single one of us that isn't possessed?
Ichika.
No. Well, technically Ichika, because of her bow.
Because
I
he
mean-
doesn't want to tap into it.
But she is
Yeah, because,
possessed. Light TM.
hey, no.
Yes, possessed.
Jiro
Soon
let
PM.
himself. Jiro's
Look,
letting his
Ichika-
sword control himself. Ichika's using her bow like a bow.
Ichika's as possessed by her bow as you are when, like, wielding a fork to eat food.
like Jiro's basically letting himself be taken over by the sword bit by bit as he does his stuff. All Ichiga's just using her bow like how it's meant to be, a bow.
It's true. So, the rest of the travel will just be the most awkward and long 30 minutes of everyone's life in this car. After you arrive, is there anything that you would like to do before heading back to your respective hotels and sleeping?
Run.
You leave forever.
Why are you
I
running?
never come back.
I made Sudoku.
Before you will leave, Robin will pull Gianna aside.
Sure.
No, she noticed.
We're talking big or something that your friend dismissed so easily. I want you all to meet me tomorrow here at the church once again. I have something to show.
This feels more like a setup for Spanish Inquisitions of old rather than a friendly chat.
It's not supposed to be a friendly chat, but I do not have the capabilities to deal with any of you. I am not a fighter.
Getting somebody who will.
As far as I know, the only capable church member in this part that hasn't been killed, molested by a vampire, or put on the run is Woodrow.
We've seen him fight. He is quite a menace.
I can't hear you at all.
I told you I had 2,000%.
Yeah, I have you all the way up and I can't hear. Okay, I heard that laugh.
I was speaking in a slightly lower tone of voice. We've seen Woodrow fight. He is somewhat of a menace. Yeah.
Yes, but I'd rather not fight him in any capacity, and I don't think he wants to fight us. Not out of a sense of priority, more of goals aligned and all that sort of thing. I'll simply say this, that my concerns are not unwarranted. I would be cautious of prying too much. That's all I'm going to say on the matter.
Need to pry. I'm here to do my job.
And yes, it
And
is.
if you are at
Just
all
crying.
capable of helping, as you did today, you are a useful asset.
Just be careful with who you pick your fights with. As you said before, it's oftentimes you guys don't walk away very well from those encounters.
Oliver cackles in the distance.
If
But
I might ask, just
Go for it.
when you wish for us to come back here, do you wish just for the four of us or our group as a whole?
They raise an eyebrow at the fact that you joined. They had pulled Gianna aside.
Oh, never mind then. So I thought that was said to the group. My
No
mistake.
worries. It makes sense. Edmund has the highest passive perception.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, no, Edmund's gonna mention that.
Yes, you
Fine,
can bring the other mage and whoever else you have.
Just know that conversation's gonna be even more awkward. That's.
This is not a conversation, Gianna. I am taking you to a place that needs your help.
So
Oh,
she's
this
gonna
is a job. I see. Okay, I understand. I understand these are now vague threats at our capabilities, not at our. I see. Yes.
persons, yes.
Yes.
So she's gonna sit us down in a room and we're gonna be like, so, we're all possessed by some form of Satan.
Hi, my name's Gianna, and I'm possessed by my dead sister.
Huh? We're all children of Jesus here.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya, man.
But yes, if it's a job, I'm pretty sure we can handle it.
You will not.
Okay, so
And
Get you-
say their goodbyes.
Get yourself
tomorrow's
some
gonna
rest.
be a very
and,
funny day.
Be careful.
You too.
Oh, this is gonna go poorly, isn't it? She'll walk
Tomorrow's
back
gonna
to
be
Liz.
fun.
Walking back to this. Good news is, we have a job. Bad news is, I said she doesn't buy our store completely. Or at least,
well,
she
I
does
mean,
side of it.
considering what you said without revealing info, I don't really blame her, honestly.
Should we prepare for torture?
It sounds like she understands our capabilities and needs our help with
If-
something that is a little outside of her league.
If I had to guess, it's either there's probably a possession town that she has some stake in, that she wants to get to remove it completely.
Possibly.
I mean,
Yes.
I was
She
in
wants
her
to be the one-
place.
She wants to be the one that watches.
Oh,
That's kind of what I get.
are you sure it's a good idea for the only person that's qualified to do the job to be the one watching?
I don't know. I
Well-
assume she's going to try and be like, "Hey, you know how to do this. You do it now."
That's on her. Things go wrong, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, let's not go with too many assumptions, but we should be better prepared for any problem or otherwise.
Yes.
Well,
I doubt it's very much from the church currently, but I had to be careful on how we describe certain issues as we go forward.
do you think she'll believe me if I withhold some information?
I mean, luckily, you actually have one of the best defenses. You're a mage. Mages are always hiding something or other.
It is true. But if it buys us her trust, I'd rather be clear about it.
With what you're
If
discussing,
she's not going to tattle us to the rest of the church, of course.
look, I'll be fully honest with you, Jackson. The more people you tell about your issue, the more people that will want you dead. At least, to burn that code of yours.
Kinda have to get in queue for that.
Trust me, I'm
There's
currently
a long,
waiting.
long list of those.
Now, if you just want to throw fireballs, no one can blame you for that.
If she asks us to do the exorcism, and I'm gonna have to use my powers in front of her, and by then the cat will be out of the bag. There'll be nothing I can say that'll save my reputation.
Well, you're already a dead man walking.
Much is true.
Well, we can figure things out. Say, once we get the info on whatever the situation is, we can judge from there and try to position it so she can't get a proper look at you, or perhaps Any other mini solutions we can try to pull?
No?
It's honestly why I asked, like, interrupted and asked if we could bring everyone just in case.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna think of something.
Much as I don't have problems with the church, I do recognize the more mages in the church interact, the more problems will arise.
Yes. That tends to be how it goes.
Be right back.
Still,
Yeah.
You
Jiro
could
would
have
have
done
made this
worse.
entire conversation so much worse.
Honestly, I
or
need to
Oliver.
see how
Oliver
Jiro's
knows.
doing.
Oliver knows how to talk. Jiro doesn't.
What was that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the thing you missed.
What did I miss?
The conversation.
Oh.
Yeah. You being there would have been a help because you can talk. Jiro being there would have been no bad because he can't talk.
Me being there would have been bad as Jiro, because I believe GM and I talked very early and it just never came up. Oliver's been kind of not eluding, but I think he gathered the notice of some church people and they were starting to make his life impossible after the war. And
Also,
Alright.
GM,
Good
we
thing-
had
good
talked
thing both of
about,
you were
I
gone
think
then.
early on in Oliver's background that he was kind of like avoiding the church or something like that. So, anyways, that would be the reason why it would be bad if he was there, because he probably, even though he can talk, he probably wouldn't have made things a lot better. He would have made things worse. He
Alright,
does
good.
not like this chick.
Also,
Good thing
Gian,
both
I'm
of you-
gonna
both of you were
fucking
gone.
strangle you.
What do you mean?
Did you have to fucking put? What kind of analogy is that?
Well,
did
that's
you really.
bro.
Why did you? Why is this the only analogy you come up is fighting God?
Because you are literally summoning Satan. That is what Gianna thinks.
To be quite fair, honestly, well, you're asking, like, there was two people in that car who would be very much like, yeah, we should probably rat you out for our personal beliefs.
Yes.
Incredible.
And now hopefully all she thinks about Gianna is that she's just a bit too
Too much.
Extreme.
evocative, a bit too
If you-
evocative with her language.
If you ratted me out, I would have fireballed the fucking car.
Bro,
And you best
bro,
believe.
I sat there and was as vague as possible, even after all
Bro.
the shit you put her through
You used
recently,
to
and she
get
still
language.
stuck her neck out for you. How dare you? I
Did you
should
have to hype
crucify
him
you
up
on
so
the
much?
spot. Because it's true!
Fucking. There's him fighting God.
It's
Oh, yeah.
literally tentacle Satan. That's
And
about as
y-
much
y-
as against God as you can get.
There's no
You don't have to
tentacle Satan,
lie
it's
to-
Cthulhu. Get it
to
right.
talk to-
There is no Cthulhu, there is just literally Satan. That is the...
Satan has many forms. That is by definition.
Exactly, that's
the
why
title
it's
for the
always
deceiver.
literally Satan.
Oh my goodness. Gianna, you are literally Oliver's least favorite person, second to this fucking church lady at the moment.
Good. I have a +1 charisma. I'm not very good with the peoples. The peopling.
People
Not very good at people.
my people excuse.
My population is not very good.
No.
The art of using people. Population.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Economics.
not manipulation, it's just population.
Population. Yes, I am
Can
a
we
master
talk
in
about how
peoplenomics.
satisfying it is to
Economics.
just like rapid fire grab the D100 over a fucking portrait? The noise that it makes.
Yes.
I am giga clicking.
So, nighttime, sleepy
Yeah.
times. It's always happy. It's always peaceful, right?
So, Edmund's actually gonna try to.
I've used so many added moments today.
Yes.
I
He's
say
30.
grab Jiro and chat with him for a bit.
Okay. It's true, you didn't talk after you followed him.
Yeah.
Oliver
Who's I?
will entertain.
I heard my name.
Yes.
Yes.
You have been
Edmund's
called.
looking to chat with Jiro.
I'm gonna think. I didn't think that hard.
It's true. So, after you return to the hotel, Jiro would be at the bar with Oliver, while Oliver plays. He was just eating and drinking.
Edmund's just going to sit down next to you. And just, So, how's your day been? You
My
managed
fellow.
Edmund just gives a slight smile.
I imagine you were the eagle that was around.
You were the first person I stumbled on, and I figured I'd at least hang out for a bit before the exorcism. Did you ever manage to catch that bird?
Not really. If anything, it just led me on a wild goose chase. I gave up after a while.
That's rather fair. I just figured I'd see how that situation went in case anything happened.
I was hoping it would at least lead me somewhere, but not really. It just ran me ragged.
Yeah, I mean, the person behind those seems rather careful, at least.
It would seem so.
Although, at least for now, at least I don't believe they've realized I can keep an eye on their birds. In a way they're not looking. We might be able to track them down in that regard at least.
Well, after my interaction with that one bird, I haven't been seeing any of them around.
Yeah, I imagine they're probably trying to at least stay away from you for a while. You know, you've shown you're aware of it, so you won't give too much information away.
We'll see how that develops.
No, I just wanted to check in, just make sure nothing happened. Like I was saying before, I trust you to handle it yourself, but still at least like to know what everyone's doing.
Seems to me that you're the only person who seems to think so.
I mean, like I said, I'd prefer like you at least inform someone when you go like into a situation, but I trust you not dive too far ahead. As for the others, give them a little bit of time. It just seemed, at least from what I can tell on Ichika, as far as she is to read at times, she's mainly bothered at you running in and, well, losing your arm to your sword.
It was a mutual exchange.
Yeah, but I don't think she sees it as such.
She likely sees it as me succumbing to the temptations that each of the weapons whisper. And to be fair, she's not entirely wrong.
I'd say at least probably give her some time and show you're still you, so to speak.
The thing is, the sword doesn't actually really whisper or anything like that. And if anything, it's more protective and nothing else really than anything. It just simply wants to see me excel.
One warning I'll give you on that. Things like whatever's in there rarely have pure motives.
Indeed.
It might want to
The-
see you excel, so when it can seize the opportunity, can, you know, take you over and have a powerful body to wield. Or any other neural explanations.
Jira sort of just shrugs. The creature sealed in Akuikiri is it's a being of fear. Not exactly that. It just sort of emanates fear, and it's conceptually a creature that causes fear. That does not mean it intends to be fearful.
Of course. Just someone whose entire purpose for living at this point
Is to kill
destroying
beasts.
things like that.
I understand. You are specialized for hunting down monstrosities and beings that should not exist. I understand.
Trust me, this entire group, I'm realizing more and more, is
Exactly what you're
Right.
supposed to be fighting.
exactly. And it's really
It makes it
who's
quite
otherwise.
difficult. Makes it quite difficult to be around.
It's honestly a kindness I've been trying to offer for at least two of them. Whenever they chatter about, you know, spirits and ghosts. I'd rather choose to ignore it than accept it and have to act on it.
Most of that stuff goes over my head, and truthfully, I prefer to keep my head away. I just tend to just ignore all of that because it seems to me I can't do anything about it. It's not really my problem.
Yeah, that's a good way to live at times.
It is up to them what they do with the abilities and complications they have. And it's up to me to deal with mine.
Fair. When I look at this group, I see each person has some level of crazy to them. One way or another.
I would agree with you. But it seems that for the most part, the crazy tends to work together pretty well.
Edmund just kind of gives a nod. Just almost stares forward for a moment, considering.
So how did the exorcism go?
Rather poorly. Oh.
They usually are.
Positive side of it, the demon was fully removed and gone, but that's also an issue. That's not supposed to be the case. A certain, let's call it friend of Jackson's backed it up.
I see. As per usual, it seems Jackson's the one that causes all the attention. Which isn't truthful. I'm not complaining. It just that seems to be what's keeps on happening.
With issues like his, it's hard to not be.
Indeed.
Just
Jill sort of like rests, like, you know, sort of does like that, sort of like leans back on the bar, and is like, "I want some combat. I feel like I'm getting rusty just sitting around doing nothing."
Well, one thing I can offer you at least is we have some situation we're going to have to go to with a likely second exorcism. Tomorrow, if you're willing to come, and then I'll offer you this. I'll try to expand our, search. See if I can spot
I
anything.
was planning on maybe sneaking into Antiparos and checking that place out.
Well, like I've said before, I trust you and yourself. At least bring one other person. Just it's a far distance to be alone.
I agree. I understand that the problem is we don't really have many leads in Noxos, and I'm starting to get antsy about it.
If I might make a request.
You
Delay
may.
it for at least another day or so. Like I said, let me try to expand further, like, out from this town. We've only really explored not even half of this island.
I agree. Maybe we just need to have a jaunt through the wilderness like a couple of weeks ago. I mean, that's how we found most of the objectives. He sort of like waves a hand.
To be quite fair, with a couple of the tricks I picked up, if I see a knoll camp or anything, I might just deal with it myself.
Well, at least call me. I'd want some exercise.
Of course. It's been a long day. We should probably both get some rest.
Indeed. Have a good sleep.
I'm just gonna give a nod as he walks away.
Jero orders like a whiskey and is just like still standing at the bar, just sipping it, and then he also heads to bed.
Sleepy times, always so peaceful. Always with nothing scary and spooky happening. Jackson.
Oh, so it's gotta be me.
Yes. You were the spooky one.
What you got for me this time?
You lay in bed, hoping for sleep to
Hoping
finally
you can
catch up.
this fucking mosquito.
Hoping for sleep to finally catch up to you.
Yeah.
You feel yourself drifting away. As you do in the last moments of consciousness before sleep. As you start your sleeping sound routine, you feel yourself drowning. But
So far, nothing new.
But just for a few seconds, almost as if just to wake you up to a realization of where you are. And as you break the surface of the water and recuperate your breath, you are at the lake that you were at today.
Is my skin burning?
No, but your hand is.
My hand.
Your hand with the mark.
Yeah.
It
Figures.
burns. You
He was stay
Put
quiet
it-
about it.
You put it under, you keep it under the water to see if it would make any difference. The burning persists. And it's nighttime. You can see that the moon is shining down and it's mostly just the moonlight. You can see some lights at the airport, but by your estimations of the movements and the position of the light, it's possibly 1, 2 a.m. And at that point, you notice that you aren't sleeping. You are here in the lake.
Ooh, he's pulling an Oliver.
Am I getting wet when I come out?
Yes, you are completely drenched. As you start to make your way to the edge of the lake to leave the water, you feel a shadow pass over you, obscuring the moon's light.
What?
You don't hear Dagon specifically, but you hear the cacophony that follows the voices that had been at one point telling you that you were not ready, that you were not enough. Now they are a little more encouraging of your situation. And as you start to figure out the words in the multitude of voices, they tell you that you did a good job, that you're getting better, and the one that you've last catch before the voices die down is that you're almost ready. And you start to feel a burn in your hand that isn't exactly over the tattoo, but to the left of it.
I will inspect my hand.
I'm going to show you the picture of the completed design, but it's just the middle and the left. I forgot to do the cutting for it.
Fuck. Actually, fuck. I don't wanna see the right. Hold
It's
on,
the same
I'm gonna
thing.
try-
It's just mirrored.
Oh.
Don't worry.
You didn't have to tell me that. Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's just mirrored.
I didn't want to know.
Okay, oh, I do not have it here. Oh, where is it? Huh. Where did I put it? I know it's here somewhere. I think I'm going to have to share it with you on Discord. Actually, no, it's just because my internet died. I think. Oh, no, it
And it
hasn't.
crashed.
Nope, you're still here.
Yeah. Oh, I need to create an image record. Then I'm going to share this image record.
Where the fuck did this winged
Jackson.
asshole go? Yes.
Did it share with you?
I don't. Hold on.
Try it again. There we go.
Oh, there it is. Oh, pretty.
You can see the star with the tail in the middle,
Yes.
and the part to the left is the one
Yes.
that showed up.
The bit.
The small
The
tiny part.
the small tiny piece. Yes, I see it.
And you just, as you take your final steps out of the lake and the shadow starts to go back into the lake, you just hear a laugh.
I will check my list. Are any names crossed out?
You check your list. It seems to be the exact same as it was when you checked.
Tanner's
with-
name's still there.
Tanner's name is still there. Wait, hold on a moment. I don't think I added it to your list.
You didn't add anything to my list, no.
Yes, because I opened the note. The first note in my notes tab is still gotta add it to the list. Great. You see a name be written in shadowy black ink. One that you've already grown used to. One that doesn't have a payment. And one that is forced upon you. The name is
Yeah.
Harold Blackmore.
Does it ring a bell?
I think it should.
I don't remember a
Considering-
Herald.
Considering on your list, one of your tasks is to infiltrate the Blackmore Cemetery.
That is true. Blackmore. Okay.
Small village in the island of Anafi.
Yeah. I was gonna get around to it, now I'm not so sure. Is the shape still there, the shadow?
No. If you leave the lake, it won't be there.
If I leave the lake,
Yes, as you start to make your way to the edge of the lake, you see this shadow retreating.
I refuse to be a tool for you. Do I bleed?
I don't know, do you cut yourself?
Yes.
Yes, you do. You bleed, normally.
I'm physically flesh and bone in the lake.
Yes,
That is very interesting.
you've been transported. With some unknown means.
How far is the lake from the rest of town?
Walking for an hour.
And around what time of the night is it?
Around
Do I know?
1:30, 2 a.m.
Alright. Let me check a thing. Hold on.
Yes.
I need to check a small little thing. Please don't tell me. Please, please don't be. Don't be where I think it is. Fuck. Alright. Alright. Nope. I'm to, become someone else and get back to bed.
Yes. As you return to your room and you look to your bed where you wish to spend the rest of the night, the bed is wet.
Ah, yes. So it is.
And as you look to your bed and realize that it is wet, from beneath it in the shadow, you see tentacles retreat into the shadow.
Is the chair wet?
No,
Then that shall be it.
once more, a chair asleep. Oliver. You are called to attention during your sleep by your patron.
Okay.
They would firstly let you know that you should probably join the group in whatever they are doing tomorrow that is related to a person from the church. And secondly, they would say there is someone, Antiparos, that is going to be quite important in your journey.
Okay.
Also, someone that as soon as you interact with, your life will no longer be the same.
In a good way or a bad way?
That is for you to decide.
Also an Antiparos.
Yes.
Interesting.
They will shine a light on things that seem to be forgotten about past.
He suddenly becomes very quiet. Is my family a part of this thing? My real family?
You just nod.
I see. So it's not just Chloe vying for control, no, it's one of them.
They start to slowly vanish and leave you to your thoughts and also to your sleep before saying, I would be careful with whom you show the magecraft that you bought the ingredients for.
Very well.
And with that, they leave you to your sleep.
Pretty sure Oliver's not gonna sleep after that. That was like 3 bombshells.
So, I will click the magic button. No, that's initiative. Rest. Long rest. Congratulations, you survived.
I will go on
Damn.
the record to say that I don't agree with this.
I didn't do anything.
You bitch.
But yes. Today is. Oh, wait, let me add. Let me do a little. What's the button that goes
A little
to
dance.
6 a.m.? No, this is to 6 p.m. But okay.
Just reverse the time.
Advanced time to 6 a.m. Yes. So I'll just add a couple more hours and 8 a.m. And that seems fine. 8 a.m. on the 28th of December, 1930. That's when.
0.
Era 0, yes. That's when most of you start to wake up, not the more sleepy ones like Gianna. And I would like to know, what are the plans for the day?
Not get the church sicked on my head. That'd be a win.
Oliver,
can
the
pull
plan
it
to
off.
Church
have
sticked on
breakfast.
Jackson's head.
Do exactly what he doesn't want to, yes.
Hmm.
Is anybody downstairs?
I will need to break the bad news at some point.
Edmund would probably be downstairs early.
Jackson would be downstairs. Huh?
Who knows where Jiro is? He's
Oliver
a man of
approached the
he's an
boat.
international man of mystery.
Yes.
He's eating in the corner.
Wherever there is pancakes, there is a Jiro.
His
see-
middle name is Danger.
You do not see Jiro. You do, however, see a very big stack of pancakes in the corner of the room.
That is slowly going down.
Concerningly fast.
It's like wobbling a little bit.
You just see
He'll approach one of you or both of you if you're together. I'm not sure.
Edmund, if Jackson's first, Edmund probably would have said around Jackson.
Jiro's
Yeah.
around. Like he's awake and he's just around. Probably
somewhere.
actually eating. He's probably actually is eating pancakes.
Yes.
watching you.
He'll
Let's-
approach the three of you then, or I don't know, whoever's.
Yeah, he's probably like same table or area.
He looks kind of like tired, not like exhausted, but like I don't know. He didn't sleep. I kind of need to know what happened yesterday. I got a visit last night, and my visitor basically told me that I needed to accompany you today for some reason.
Okay, let me fill you in. So, the exorcism went, well, it's well, but poorly.
Too well.
Okay.
And now they want us to come back for another one, as far as I can tell.
He actually stutters. He's like, another exorcism?
At least that's what I am assuming.
Sounded like it. Gianna's got the details.
Oliver's like secretly cursing his patron. Not like verbally, not actually. He's just
Why
kind of.
did you tell me this?
He's kind of a bit frustrated because there's aside from not liking the church member, he really does not want to be around exorcisms given his experience with.
Yes.
Should I continue?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The stream stopped.
Yes, I know. It's restarting. And also, I realized that on YouTube it just doesn't. It's only
Because
on
YouTube is
Twitch.
just straight up better.
Yeah. So you can just continue.
Oh, okay. I hoped you'd know by now that I will always have your back. Despite how things might seem, I'm not very comfortable being around. Well, I've become comfortable around dead things. I speak with them every now and again, but seeing an evil thing come out of a person unnerves me in ways you'll never understand.
That's rather fair, honestly, but at the same time, if I might bring up a point, theoretically, how it could assess you to see something like that.
I'll join just to make sure the lot of you are okay.
Yeah.
How
By
are
the
you going to
way,
bypass
sorry,
this
bud.
snarky bitch? And I think this is the first time you actually hear Oliver curse.
Edmund just gives a like almost a wide smile at that. He certainly did have a energy about it, but I found her quite at least friendly if you're friendly with her.
By the standards of
She
insurance.
makes the hairs on my arms stand up. I don't trust her as far as I can throw her.
I mean,
I didn't get along with her. We had words. I doubt that she'll want me near.
I
it
get the feeling's mutual.
makes
Oh,
sense,
it's most
yes.
certainly mutual. The hostility was so palpable you could cut it with a knife. I'm very perceptive when it comes to social matters, and I didn't take too kindly to anything she said.
I've personally found that patience and subtlety can be best when dealing with anyone who interacts with the supernatural. And I very much consider that most people should make your skin crawl if you look deep enough into what they do.
Indeed.
There.
Most certainly a helpful feeling.
In any event, you haven't answered my question. I'm fairly certain she doesn't want me there. I suppose I'll just watch from afar.
Yeah, so if nothing else, just you can be in a different room if you don't want to see it. Just I
Oh.
hope everyone's around because, like I said, I have a feeling that something may go wrong with it.
I see.
Yeah, I got the feeling this was
He-
something a little more high profile. So.
He
You
seemed
mentioned
so.
things didn't go too well yesterday. Did something go wrong?
Well, she collapsed during the exorcism, and then,
Oh, great. So she's snarky and incompetent.
well, to be fair, that's from what I could tell, there's a decently strong spirit.
Hmm.
That
She might
actually
be a
dealt a
bitch.
decent amount of damage.
If you
She
say
might
so.
be a bitch, but she is competent. Trouble is, from what I could gather, the exorcism wasn't supposed to be completed. That's not a thing that happens. And
do you mean?
I don't know. That's what she
I
said.
believe my understanding of it, at least. Exorcisms rarely can fully remove a spirit's influence. What they're supposed to do is limit its, connection, its influence. Pull them apart so it can't affect the individual as much.
Well, that's no good.
Weaken the possession rather than.
That's like treating a
Eliminate.
symptom instead of the root cause of a disease.
No.
Sorry, doctor mind.
I mean, do you have an eldritch entity around all the time to, on hand to properly remove it?
I haven't wanted to remove her. She's, Did I ever tell you who she was?
I don't believe so.
Well, there's a reason why why I found a sword in Britain, after World War, after the Great War. Apparently it came into my possession, because the Lady of the Lake wanted me to have it.
It's from mythology, I
Yeah.
assume.
Correct. The reason I can see spirits is because I've been helping them to move on. I haven't exactly wanted to be rid of her. We've been helping each other. And she's proven benevolent. Side eye
Edmund
at Jackson's cloak there.
seems to just stop for a moment as if considering.
The cloak
It's-
side eyes you.
I can
Oliver
at
can
least
probably feel it too.
respect the desire to help the spirits move on the proper way.
You can think of her somewhat like Morwell, I suppose. You haven't had an issue with her,
Well,
and you haven't wanted
To
to
be
rid of her
fair-
because she's been helping us. So
Morwell isn't exactly here either.
true. But in any event, when is this supposed to take place?
Today.
Oh, well,
Probably
then,
it.
not much time to mentally prepare then, I suppose.
No. No.
The statement I'll say is, well, your pact may be beneficial. There's far worse entities that will do far worse to the individuals they're connected to.
I get it. I get it.
That's.
Then give me the cloak.
I'm not even referring to you. You're at least benefiting from your interaction.
Yeah,
Hmm.
about that. When the
Edmund's
rest,
just gonna turn to look at you.
when the rest wake up, I've got some news.
Okay, but either way.
I actually didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
Hmm?
Jackson, I didn't hear what you said.
No, I just said that when the rest wake up, I have some news to share.
Oh, okay. Looks concerned, but won't pry.
Edmund's just gonna sit before continuing. Many people might wish to escape from a situation or pact they're in. Exorcisms might not be the go-to. Other forms of possession, again, aren't the most beneficial to the person involved. That's why it's necessary.
Makes sense.
This group just keeps getting more and more interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Look
we do,
at-
don't we? We have a knack for that.
That's a one word for it.
Tell you what, how about we be a bit boring and order some Belgian waffles up in here?
Oh.
Juro looks
Girl
at
will
them,
stab you.
Did you say
Before-
waffle?
disgust upon his face.
A what on his face?
Disgust.
Oh,
Disgust?
Yes,
I
you
thought
betrayed
Jiro was
him.
gonna be like,
for you.
You betrayed
You
the
have
pancake.
waffles.
I thought Jiro was gonna be like,
waffles and French
chocolate?
toast.
Because Belgian waffles are the best thing ever. He's all sad.
did you
I'm a
say
French-
chocolate?
I'm a French toast person myself.
French toast for the win.
I like
Mhm.
French toast too. But
I've
I
been
think
to-
Oliver's a Belgian
okay.
waffles kind of guy.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Edmund's gonna speak up before you go grab your waffles. To be fair, I should probably mention as well, considering we're talking about deals and the like. I've ended up striking a more proper deal with Morwell.
Oh?
She assists me with a goal of mine, and she gets to see the result of it. Nothing more than that.
There's room for one more.
Are you sure you're not a lawyer?
Me?
Yes, you.
Mm.
That was
trick
exceptionally
about-
vague.
No, the trick about it is you just have to have an interesting enough goal, and you can attract plenty of people to pay attention.
Hmm. And what goal is that?
I've been saying it all along.
The eradication of all foreign entities in this world.
I'll be back. I gotta go eat dinner.
Enjoy.
Bye.
That's the foolhardy one. That's the ideal, but at least get an idea for the method.
Hmm.
You're aware of how the world deals with problems, right?
The world has a lot of ways of dealing with problems. Which one are you referring to?
Oh, I believe the better one would be humanity's way of dealing with problems that humans can't.
Go on.
Edmund's just gonna give it a look of, Have you ever heard of something known as the counterforce?
I'm afraid I haven't, no.
It's a force that, well, when the course of human, life as a whole is threatened, intercedes and guarantees its survival.
Oh, kind of like balancing the equation.
Yes. I'm very much interested in striking a deal to, well, interact with that.
I see.
You have anywhere to start?
Well, it's strong enough to have a chance to get noticed.
If you're looking for the counterforce, then that means we're 3 levels of fucked.
To be fair, considering what mess we're already interacting with, this is probably the least of our concern.
And the best thing to think about, if it was to that level, things would already be gone.
But I wasn't saying so much that your interaction with the counterforce would mess us up. I was just saying that
Oh no, it's gonna kill me. But
if you're searching for the counterforce, that must mean things are a lot worse than we thought.
Call it an ideal of my family.
I see.
It's a rather poor analogy, but we've been looking to make a weapon against the creatures we seek to destroy. Counterforce just gives the world a chance to employ it.
Very interesting goal to be sure.
You don't really make a family function such as the Lowells without having an odd goal.
in this counterforce, what would you think you would do about it?
In what regard?
Well, in regards to the things that shouldn't be.
Well, considering this group's problems, hopefully have enough other problems to deal with. But most of the time, the counterforce only truly claims people's, makes use of people after their death.
I see.
I'd simply live my life till then.
You know, it's interesting. All of you have purposes, and I'm just trying to get by.
Purpose. Where did you get that from?
Well, Edmund's trying to fulfill his family's goals. Gianna's trying to... Well, she has the search for knowledge and has a certain penchant for pursuing getting a panic attack from literally anything.
Fuck you.
You, sir, are trying to figure out whether or not you want to continue with things or to stay away from them. Legacy and all that. Jiro here also has family issues. I haven't quite figured Ichika out. You all seem to have something that you're working towards.
I mean, it makes sense, all things considered.
Well, I mean, you sure seem to know an awful lot about our purpose. What would you think yours could be?
About what?
You sure seem to know a lot about our purpose. What do you think yours should be?
I don't know. My purpose has been surviving for as far as I can recall. Surviving my family, surviving the war, surviving the ghosts. They're fucking scary, you know. Or at least they used to be. Lots of jump scares, not very fun. So I suppose it'll show itself afterwards. Up until recently, I've been fulfilling my purpose with my patron, and that's been my purpose. Just doesn't quite feel
Fulfilling.
like it's mine. Something I'm doing because it's there. If that makes sense.
Well, don't worry. You got time. It'll come about, I'm sure. It'll come about.
To be a mage is to have ambition beyond what a normal person would have.
And that's just it, isn't it? I don't have ambition.
Well, I wouldn't know about that.
Oh?
You sure seem to have ambition about the things that you like.
I'm back.
That's passion, not ambition. Welcome back.
Well,
In any event, how are we gonna prepare for today?
pray, I guess.
Ray! Well, isn't
yes?
that an oxymoron?
That'd be a better discussion, I believe, with everyone around.
I was just slowly chewing his pancakes as you saying that. Like, well, I was not expecting this in the morning.
Philosophical
That's certainly
shit.
a bombshell.
Wakes up, expectations, pancakes, reality, trauma dump.
God is Satan.
Trauma dump and saying that the church is saying.
I'm just glad Gianna wasn't there for that one.
Oh, she felt it in her soul.
She'd probably agree with you to an extent.
She woke up
What?
when you said that. She just immediately woke up when she heard
Wakes up.
heresy.
I smell something.
I smell heresy. It's in the air.
I smell
I
Oliver
smell
and an
heresy and
Iron
lore.
Maiden.
I smell lore. I need
Gianna may be
it.
delusional, but she's also a researcher. She knows some of the crap that the church does.
You
She's not
see-
completely blind.
You see, Gianna isn't just delusional. She's professional Delulu.
Delulu.
Her
Delulu.
work is to be Delulu.
You need to stop your Delulu, man.
Her main job is to just go crazy.
My job is to
crazy,
perceive
ah.
and then write.
Go stop
It doesn't matter what happens from point A to point B. It just happens that it had to get there.
It had to be done.
So how does this praying thing work? Assuming you were serious about that.
Yes. Well, just because you worship quote unquote Satan doesn't mean you can't be a man of God.
Gianna just literally wakes up on the other side of town.
Except from hell.
So Gianna temporarily possesses Oliver because this is what he's gonna say to you. He's gonna say, No, by definition, that's exactly what that doesn't mean.
Well, I'm sorry you think of that way, Mr. The Church is Satan.
The church is Satan.
Organized religion in general.
You see, that's the thing. I am very disorganized.
Ah.
No, but well, there's not one way to do it, I guess. It's a bit like casting a spell, actually. At least that's what I think. It's putting your will to exact change, except you are asking a higher power to help you. And it's
I
not
see.
exactly that it's doing the work for you, it's about helping you help yourself, if that makes any sense.
Well, I believe that it makes sense to you.
Be fair, at least. Well, not prayer. Preparations are always a good idea. And at least try to
I have an
enter
idea.
this with as much magecraft as I can manage.
GM,
See, that I can get behind.
It's me, I am GM.
I'm gonna say a thing. It's more about the roleplay than the actually being anything of note. You know those shelves that weren't really much.
What the fuck?
It was Chris. I tattled.
Okay.
You know those shelves that weren't the ones that weren't much use of anything.
Yes, the ones that were basically just playful Nerf guns type bullets, yes.
Yes. Are those actually? Those are actual gunpowder shells, right?
Yes, you can fire them. They just won't do the same as a normal bullet.
Can I pack them with something else?
Hmm.
It would be a process, yes.
Could I do it
Yes.
today?
Depends with what.
Salt.
Salt?
Yes.
You're trying to make like a miniature
He's
firecracker.
gonna grab all of the salt shakers in this restaurant.
I think he's
Steals
going
the salt
off
shakers.
salt circle and, salt being good
Just to
against
ward off
spirits.
entities. Yeah.
In a
Yeah.
sense, yeah. Just, spray it at their face really fast.
At that point, you're probably going to get some sort of chemical reaction because of
Attack
how,
sand.
of how fast and how hot that thing's firing.
Yeah.
But,
But
at that
But-
point, then you'd be getting sodium and chlorine just separating out into space. You know, that could have some neat consequences.
dude, hold on.
Shoots
my-
salt bullet into water. Chaos.
In my admittedly low religious knowledge,
religious knowledge.
would it accomplish anything?
The roll of a religion check.
Yikes. You're actually better at it than I am. I have a +1.
If I can find it.
It's
There
under
it
your
is.
tab friend. It's in the R section.
Hold on. I think I'm lagging. I just took the thing. It doesn't want to roll, guys.
Oh no.
Just do it again.
No, like it's not even pulling the die.
Ah. Just click it then.
Sounds like
It's
a
a
you
button.
No, hold on. Does it work?
Oh,
The game
It's
might have
free.
crashed for you? Question mark.
It
Maybe
says
I'm-
he's connected.
It's really laggy. Hold on, I'm gonna close my. Oh,
Oh,
That was
that's
me.
all.
That's
that was
Gianna.
on.
Gianna trying to wake up.
I see.
Just having
Uh,
fucking night terrors from all the heresy that's happening.
no, I can't do
Look,
it. Can you do it for
look.
me, please?
Oh, I'm gonna show because I wonder why Edmund was talking about his goals around people who would not have any idea what his goals mean.
Yes.
I literally cannot do anything with my sheet. I'm gonna reload
Yeah.
FJ.
Edmund,
FG.
If you rolled
he
a
is
20.
the most crazy among everyone here.
Oh,
Neat.
But don't worry about it.
It
So-
went through.
like a natural 20 or a.
No, it was a
15.
15 plus 5.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
Fuck. Shame.
Have it put holy water in there, maybe. Then you'd have
Hmm.
steam bullets.
No, that'd be a
Steam
thought.
bullet.
I'm gonna make a point to ask.
Yes, just salt wouldn't do much. What you do know is that salt is mostly just used by people who aren't really sure of what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
They're
no.
just going on through fairy tales and recollections of older people, older generations.
Is there
Thing.
anything that would work
Same thing
that is
with
accessible?
garlic and whatever.
Hmm. I see.
The most quote unquote accessible thing that can work in this type of scenario would probably be going to a church and asking for holy water,
That's fair.
Yes.
which isn't
Shame.
accessible, but is the most accessible.
Shame I couldn't get salt squeegee idea to work.
It's a salt squeegee.
I mean, you're near the ocean. Just go to the ocean.
No, but it doesn't do.
He doesn't do the do.
I need to do something that does the do. I'm gonna
I need
ask for
to
holy
not.
water. I'm gonna load a
Shit.
vial of holy water in a shell, and I will fire it.
Has gonna
You
be a
slingshot it?
long ass shell or a small ass.
Yo, you should learn the catapult spell.
There you go.
Grabs holy water instead of just throwing it, magically throws it.
That's what was going on. Holy shit. Okay. I had a single pixel of Fantasy Grounds inside my 4K monitor, and it was trying to render 1040p and 4K at the same time.
No.
Yeah, that would cause problems. Yes.
There we go. Does it work now?
So where is everybody else?
We're back.
They were just waiting for you to finish with your things. So, the rest of the group, being Ichika and Gianna, is there anything that you would like to do before heading to the church?
I don't believe so.
Not specifics.
Hmm,
I don't think.
specifics?
Oh, I probably should change my fucking spells for the day. That would be smart.
Yes.
Get some good ones.
Who knows what will happen?
I will be right back.
Sure.
I surely don't.
I have a crossbow for some reason.
When you need to just shoot a bitch. You never know when you're gonna need it.
Never.
So, around, let's say, considering Gianna's sleeping habits, it would be more correct to say that whenever
Garbage.
all of you are at the church would be around lunchtime.
Yeah. That or a little before. I'd say, at least in this case, since it seemed more pressing, then it'd be closer to 10-ish. try to make some effort to get up earlier.
Okay. So let me just add 2 hours. Oops. It's now 10 a.m. You all meet in front of the church, knowing that Robin is somewhere inside. You are all together at last. Is there anything that you would like to discuss amongst yourselves before meeting the NPC?
I know Jackson wanted to discuss something, but he went away.
That's why I'm giving the other yous an opportunity to say anything.
Nothing on my end.
Not specifics as far as I know.
I think I'm good.
Then we wait. Oh, hello, you have returned.
Yes, I am returned.
The group has all met up, and you are the only one that wanted to say anything.
Ah, yes. Are we in the lobby?
No, you're not inside the church yet.
No. I mean, of the hotel.
No, you all met at the church.
Oh,
Just in front of the church.
well,
And
shit.
because it's been...
It's crashing again.
Yeah, I will stop the recording. No, not the recording, the stream part, and I'll
Stream.
just record the rest.
Ah.
I can play a little longer.
Fair enough.
So, yes. For now, goodbye stream. You will be...
Goodbye.
You will have more content to watch later, whenever it's uploaded. God damn it. God. Bye, have a great time. And bye, Flareon. Sorry. Stream has been dying too much.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.